Hello there and welcome to the new channel.
Here to help you see
The new you.
My name is Carmine Ortega.
Dennis Calamba.
This is Nato Agbayani.
My name is Juan Lu.
I'm Chino.
I'm Trisha.
This is Apple Manansada.
This is Attorney Carlo Ibanez.
This is Attorney Sheila Santiago.
This is Angie.
This is Argamid.
My name is Dante Salama.
This is Jesse Francis Rebastillo.
I'm Dania Cunha.
Mon Mendoza.
I am Mapet Erhino.
I'm Leo Bryan. Mike.
Nice one, dear.
Mr. Ian Barcelona.
Marvin Salazar. This is Sunny Haldon.
Heidi Lumainos.
This is Ivan Jude.
Patrick Geronimo.
Alan Perez.
My name is Erwin Ursua.
My name is Bob.
My name is Lloyd Luna and this is
Future.
The Talk.
Family Business.
The Puppet Stories.
After Shift.
PNC Town Hall.
YOLO.
Marketplace.
The Home Buyer.
HR Hotline.
Danny Art Show.
Healthline.
Foreign Affairs.
COVID Stories.
Awesome Day Show.
Thank you.
Money and More.
Cybernext.
Women at Work.
Win Within.
Port Project.
The Big Picture.
Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. But sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you. Sometimes life makes you blind and you choose something bad. You just wanna cry and hide and save your face from the crowd. But sometimes life makes you see the beauty in you and me. When you look up above, there is God and there is love. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new. We're here to help you see the newness of life. We're here to help you feel your hope is so real. You've got the power to see. We'll help you see the new you. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
A new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Awesome Day! Welcome to our 13th episode. Tama ba ako, Direk? Okay, and this is the Awesome Day Show only here on TNC, the new channel where we help you see the new you. Bang ganda ng background ko, no? And I am your host, Mr. Ian Barcelona. Pati apelido ko nalilito na ako. Broadcasting live from Malolos. O, diba? The grandmother city, Malolos City, Bulacan, province of Bulacan, here at the comfort of our simple but awesome home. And again, this is your awesome day. We're back on the show. Awesome day. Kaya po siya day. It's your daily source of inspiration and motivation. This is an activation of your potential dreams and aspiration. And we're here to talk about you, to talk about life, to talk about other people's journey. So may konting chismisan, pero hindi po. Inspiration mula sa ibang tao. Kasi nga, this station is all about inspiration, is all about passion, inspiration, and transformation. Kaya binabati po natin ang kabuang TNC family and the management for this is a new year for us. Despite the pandemic, nag-thrive po tayo. Oh, thank you, Derek J. Yung why ko lagi nalilito ko dyan, of course, yes to an awesome life. Siyempre, pag araw-araw motivated ka, tama ang attitude mo, ang perspective mo, ang faith mo, and then you're gonna activate your potentials, then you will say yes to the awesome life. Yan. Alam niyo po, 2020 has been very tough, very difficult for us. Pero sabi nga na pinapakinggan ko we need not curse, we need not really say bad about 2020 kasi kung walang 2020, wala tayo ngayon dito, di ba? Kaya, Direct J, pakilabas mo na ang ating awesome motivation for the day. Ano ba dapat? For the day of the day. O yun, awesome motivation for the day, the 3 R's. Diba last week we have gratitude, fortitude, attitude, diba? Ngayon, 3 po ulit. Ito naman, I call this the 3 R's, not hours, but R's. R. Diba? R. First R is refresh. Alam niyo po, araw-araw ay ang panibagong pagkakataon para ma-refresh po tayo. Kumbaga sa technical terms sa computer, restart. Diba? Gumising ka na maaga, bakit ka naghihilamos? Ba't ka nagmumumog after you do your human nature thing, punta ka ng restroom, and then you refresh. Kasi for your life, alam niyo, physiologically, biologically, para ma-restart ang buhay natin, di ba? Kailangan refreshing natin itong haharapin. And kagaya po ng computer, napapagod din. Any technical electronic device, you just have sometimes, pag nag-hang na siya, ibig sabihin na-reach yung limit or capacity niya, it just need rebooting or refreshing. Alam niyo, ganun din tayo Kaya kailangan tayo mag-sign off, mag-retire paggabi, para ma-recharge ka kinabukasan, you'll get refreshed. And then, na-mention ko na, alam nyo, bago ka mag-recharge, pag na-refresh ka na, or ano ba dapat, pwede ba unang recharge, and then you refresh, iba naman, na-refresh ka, and then along the way, you'll get recharge. So, alam nyo po, itong 2021, ang pagkakataon para i-recharge ang mga pangarap natin. Hindi man exactly yung mga plano natin last year, pero ito, naniniwala po ako, many, if not most of the plans last year, are not gonna happen this year if it's anchored or within the context of 2020. Pero naniniwala ako, may mga marirevive dyan na ideas, na plans, sa prospects na pwede mong buhayin ngayon. You just have to recharge yourself first. Alam niyo, no 2020, kung may pagpapasalamat ako dahil naka-lockdown tayo, of course, nandiyan ang stress and anxiety, pero naging opportunity ko po yun to get recharged. Lalo na nung na-hospital ako for 2 weeks, in as much as I'm battling with the pain, with my liver disease din, ako naman po ay na-recharge din nun. Pinagpahinga ako ni Lord. Minsan kailangan ng sakit para magpahinga tayo. Alright? So, pag recharge ka na, sabi po, hindi yung kumbaga sa baterya, kumbaga sa makina, ready to go ka na agad. Kaya nga charge it to move, to go. Ganon din, parang sa San Jose del Monte yan, area. Di ba? Ibig sabihin, you're ready to go. And before you go, you've got to be refreshed. And you cannot give others what you do not have if you are not recharged yourself. Di ba? And then reveal. Eventually reveal. You're gonna reveal along the way na kaya mo palang gawin ito, yung dating hindi mo you know what, I've been checking on social media, ang daming kwento, mga dating flight attendants, mga executive vice president, VP sa mga companies, pero hindi sila nahiya sa kanilang pandemic transformation na from having that lofty position in their respective companies. Ngayon, mga sellers sila, mga small entrepreneurs, micro-entrepreneurs, they don't mind. Kinuwento ko nga po ako mismo last year, isa sa naging source ng income ko, nakapagbenta po ako ng vitamin C. At hindi ko kinahiya yun, vitamin C yun, naging essential yun, di ba? Up until this point, hindi po ba? So, you're gonna reveal, magugulat ka because life is a journey of discoveries. Alam nyo, life is not a race, it is more of a journey. And along the way, as we grow old, as we mature, sana, as we fail as well, and as we continue to succeed, ang dami po nating nare-reveal sa pagkatao natin. And I call it the pre-deposited seed of greatness, or simply put it, potential that God has given us. Pati alam nyo, new business ideas, lalabas yan. New connections, new networks, mag-open. Ako lang po sa biyaya ng Panginoon. This year, we claim it, I claim it, that there will be great transformation, and there can be no transformation without connection. Watching from Carilagan, Sibia Farm, my dear Tita Al de Leon, the Sibia Queen of the Philippines, and dito, i-interviewin ko rin siya kasi may ilo-launch kaming project. And of course, Krishnan Opinaria, good afternoon. All right, so, sa lahat po ng ating mga viewers, mga ka-TNC dyan, remember that life is a journey. That is why you need to refresh every day. You need to recharge in order to move on, go on in life, keep on fighting, keep on battling, keep on padding, di ba? Kasi hindi pa tapos ang laban, di ba pa tapos ang buhay? Tingnan niyo ang humanity. Ngayon, nilalabanan, unahan para magka-vaccine, and then maka-bounce back na. And then, of course, along the way, you'll be surprised. You're gonna reveal na marami ka pang pwede at kayang gawin. Why? Because God isn't done yet in your life. So, if you want to live an awesome life, every day, be refreshed, be recharged, and be revealed. And now, speaking of reveal, let me reveal. And I am so blessed and honored to have him today. Kahit may pagka-short notice po, at alam nyo ito second international guest ko to kasi bago mag-close yung year, nakapag-guest ako from UK, Isle of Man, yung pagitan ng UK at Ireland, si Doc Cathy Gringal. Ngayon, ito naman from Pensacola, Florida, US of A. O, di ba? Alam nyo, siya naman ay ang current pastor ng the new church o Tribe Nation Church in Florida. And si Paul Garilao po, ang ating guest, is a civil engineer at the same time licensed here from the Philippines, and he served at the US Navy for 11 years. Actually, he's transitioning now to civilian life by coaching, mentoring people, discipling Christian leaders. Kaya isa siya sa pinakabatang pastor ngayon ng isang small community church sa Florida. Hindi pa yon. Napakagaling na writer nito kasi nung estudyante pa lang siya naging editor-in-chief ito sa LaSalle. I forget if is it Plaridel or LaSalle, yan siya na po magre-refresh mamaya. And alam nyo, higit sa lahat, by the way, hindi pa na-mention, siya po ay ABS-CBN International Correspondent sa TNC sa Amerika. ANC pala, TNC tayo, pero TNC din church siya. And most important of all, he is a doting father of 4 and a very loving husband to his wife, si Tef. So without further much ado, it is my pride and honor. Love ko tong taong to kasi since college days, magkasama na kami. Pero syempre, I'm way ahead of him. Let's welcome on the show, mga ka-awesome, Engineer, Pastor, Sir Paul Garilao. Ipasok ang frame, Direct J.
Thank you so much.
Yun! Palakpakan natin. Yan, welcome.
Thank you so
Welcome, Pastor. Yan, Engineer. Batiin mo yung mga viewers mo, yung mga fans mo worldwide.
Well, unang-una sa lahat, it's an overwhelming presentation. Lalo galing sa aking personal life coach, Mr. Ian Barcelona. May hindi pa nabanggit dyan si Coach Ian, si Kuya Ian, kung tawagin ko. I'm also part of the AIB. I'm one of the, I would say, volunteers, pioneers of AIB nang nagsisimula pa lang ito. So all my life principles, you know, and even my, the way I am right now, leadership principles I learned. One thing I learned from Kuya Ian Barcelona. So to God be.
Oo, overwhelming yun, Pastor Paul, sa sinabi mo. Pero seriously, more than the mutual admiration, mataas yung paghanga at pagsaludo ko sa'yo sa pinagdaanan mo. Alam niyo, totoo, nasabaybayan ko rin yung career ni Paul. Nung umuwi siya dito, nung kinasal siya, hindi pwedeng wala ako. Tapos, alam niyo ba, si Paul, napaka-supportive sa akin. When I was just starting, estudyante pa lang siya, pinapaganda niya mga PowerPoints ko. Would you believe, yung ginawa niya PowerPoints ko 15 years ago, yung ibang visuals doon, nandiyan pa rin gamit kayo. Whenever I see this, si Paul yan. Of course, dinagdagan na natin ng konting i-add-ons, no? And magdamag kami, nagkikwentuhan niya sa bahay nila sa Sampaloc. Batang Sampaloc to eh. Ngayon, Batang Florida, USA na. Batang Sampaloc to. Magdamag, kwentuhan, kain, talk about life, our faith in the Lord, and yung mga innovations na darating. We almost talk anything, everything under the sun, di ba? Kasi talagang we're like brothers po. At si mama niya, nanay-nanayan po namin. In short, tambayan namin yung bahay nila sa Sampaloc. O binabati natin si Lyndon Gelangari na mapanood niya to. Yan ang mga magkakabatch eh. And nakasama ko, totoo po yan kung si Lyndon Gelangari ang aking pioneer admin, ang aking EA, aking manager noon at isa sa nag-improve ng mga nung nagsisimula pa lang AIB. Si Paul Garilao po, isa sa aking mga pioneer trainers and speakers. Si Lyndon Gelangari din po ay isa rin sa aking mga facilitator. So, eto Paul, let's talk about you. Ikwento mo naman ng konti yung humble beginnings mo, nagsimula ka dito sa Pilipinas, tapos paano ka napunta dyan sa USA, and then parang teka, from being an engineer, bigla ka nag-Navy, ngayon pastor ka, okay ka lang ba? Kumbaga sa ibang mga tao, ano nangyari? Parang, paano ka napunta dyan? Paano ka nalinya dyan? Pastor Paul, Engineer Paul, kwentuhan mo kami ng konting in hindsight ng backgrounder mo. Sino ba si Paul Garilao and your humble beginnings?
Again, to God be the glory. Very humbling yung experience na to. First and foremost, thank you, Kuya Ian, for inviting me in your show, especially with the TNC people in behalf of our church, Tribe Nation Church. We would like to thank you. Well, speaking of background, nabanggit nga namin, meron talaga kaming a relationship ni Kuya Ian. Our relationship started sa youth group, Christian para sa Bayan. He's been, I would say, considered one of my disciples. I mean, not baliktad. Siya po yung nagdisipulo sa akin, si Kuya Ian. He is also one of the mentors, teachers sa youth group. And with that, my involvement in the church has been is a blessing. It is considered a training ground for me, specifically kung saan ako dinala ni Lord ngayon dito sa Florida. And pretty much my humbling years sa Pilipinas, hindi rin naman kami walang karangyaan yung family namin. Hindi ako lumaki sa isang mayaman na family, simpleng family lang. My dad is an OFW, my mom is a housewife, and yung kapatid ko na nasa LA na ngayon, we all moved here later on dito sa US kasi my dad actually got his papers and petitioned us. Everybody moved here. Pero I will never forget my humble beginnings in Pilipinas na I've experienced myself, what poverty is. May times na kumakain na kami ng isang beses sa isang araw due to, financial constraints. Tapos meron ding times na nakita talaga namin yung blessings ni Lord nag-flow. So I would say, lahat ng mga trials, yung mga pagsubok noon, nung bata pa ako habang lumalaki, na-experience ko yan. I've experienced na maputulan ng kuryente, pero I'm thankful to the Lord kasi may kandila pa rin, nakakapag-aral ako. This will not hinder me, to move forward. So I always want to quote yung isa sa mga sinabi ng kilalang, I would say, influencer din sa si Mikey Villar. He said that I was born poor, but poor is not born in me. So, tumatak yun sa isipan ko. I said, magpupursige ako. And later on, I studied sa De La Salle University. Nakakuha tayo ng scholarship as what Kuya Ian said because of being an editor of our school paper. And it's pretty much also humbling experience kasi habang kinukuha ko, ko lang Kuya Ian kasi mechanical engineering tinapos ko. And then
Mechanical. Okay.
Yeah. Pero nandun pa rin yung passion ko sa writing, Kuya Ian. As you know,
Oo.
we've helped the AIB sa mga writing gigs natin. At even before, naalala ko, Kuya Ian, may nagsabi sa akin, ba't ka magsusulat? Walang pera dyan. Walang pera dyan. Mo. But later, I realized it has given me scholarship sa La Salle. And now, lahat ng mga ginagawa ko sa buhay ko, either I'm writing a sermon or I'm writing a script, a news for ABS, which they really pay really good money. So sabi ko, hindi totoo yun. Because the skills that you have, you can actually convert those passions into profit. Whatever the skills that you have, whatever God has given you, yun talaga dapat yung gawin mo. So,
okay.
Yes. And
teka, let me cut you on that kasi napaka-profound nung sinabi mo at totoo yan, dilemma yan ng napakaraming writers. Tapos syempre, yung mga mahal nating magulang, lalo na kung kagaya ko rin, tayo, kaya talaga naging close tayo. We were raised, we were challenged through poverty, tapos yung structure ng family natin. Ang sinasabi mo ba, lalo na sa mga viewers natin, listeners, sa mga makakanood dito sa replay, so, there's nothing wrong with passion kay pagsusulat ka, pagsasayaw, pagsasalita, o pagpupursu mo ng profession mo, as long as you can monetize or profitize it. Kasi sa case mo, yung pagsusulat mo, ang nagbigay ng scholarship sa'yo sa prestigious na universidad na De La Salle, and then that jump-started your future further. So, tama ba, Pastor Paul, Sir Paul, na kapag may passion ka, ipursu mo, tapos husayan mo. Kasi someday, pwede magbigay ng, if not a fortune, na kabuhayan sa iyan, ng career yan. Ganun ba yung sinasabi mo?
100% tama ka dyan, Coach Ian, Kuya Ian. Meron tayong tinatawag na 3 circles dyan yung passion, at aside sa circle ng passion, meron kang profit. Pero, to convert it to profit, hindi lang enough na maging passion yan Kailangan meron ka ring proficiency. Kailangan pag-usayan mo pa. Kasi not all passions can be converted to profit, di ba? Pwedeng passion ko lang yan, mangisda, or passion ko lang magsayaw. Pero kung hindi mo siya gagawing proficient, hindi ka magiging expert or subject matter expert sa larangan na yon, medyo mahirap siya maging profit or ma-convert into profit. So, that's something na talagang kailangan ma-combine mo yung tinatawag na 3 circles. Tapos, if you visualize it, sa gitna, yun yung sweet spot mo. In order to know your purpose in life. Kaya I believe yung sweet spot sa buhay
Oh, teka, ang galing na Venn diagram yun You've got to have your passion, pero of course, on the side, passion, pwedeng hobby mo, sideline mo, pero teka, you think of your profit. Ito pwede yung source of income mo, trabaho mo, yung career mo, negosyo mo, or kung hindi man, pwedeng magkahiwalay yan. Kaya lang, in between, yung sweet spot mo, yung pinaka-anchor mo, doon mo makikita yung yung purpose mo, no? Pero teka, ang galing no? We've had guests in the past here on our show talking also about their purpose. Pero ang pinaka-gusto ko sinabi mo ngayon, yung proficiency. Na I think, kailangan na maraming Pinoy. Kasi just like the other day, alam mo, Pastor Paul, Kuya Paul, may nag-chat sa akin, isang katribo natin sa KKB, premier sa Bulacan. Nagpapahanap siya ng work. Alam mo, hindi ko siya mai-refer kasi nagsara mga company, mga business friends ko rin, nagbawas pa ng tao, ako din. Wala na akong full operations, virtual na. At tinanong ko siya, ano bang latest na skill mo ngayon? Wala po, data encoder lang. So ang sinabi ko, you've got to learn new skill. O kaya, sa pagiging data encoder mo, baka dapat kahit naka 2 years ka lang sa IT, matuto ka mag-develop ng app, ng gaming, di ba? Kasi almost everything can be learned now So, yung proficiency, which I believe, yan yung naging gabay mo. Kaya, tingnan mo gamit na gamit mo. Writer ka, ngayon correspondent ka. Pag correspondent ka, lalo na remote, abroad, ikaw din naman nagsusulat ng storya mo, di ba? Wala ka naman tagasulat just like any other field reporter. Tama ba? So, kailangan ng accuracy niya, ng proficiency yan. Tama ba, Paul?
Tama. Kasi kapag correspondent ka, lalo sa ABS-CBN, ikaw na yung videographer, ikaw na yung mag-i-interview, ikaw na rin yung writer, ikaw rin yung mag-i-stand up sa mga stories mo. Siyempre,
ikaw rin ang editor. Ikaw rin editor.
Nag-edit, pero meron pa rin tinatawag na senior editor, desk editor. So, I'm very thankful kasi ngayon, actually, Kuya Ian, ang pinaka-boss namin, si TJ Manotok. Dati na-interview TJ, you've probably know, story ko is with guy po, si Ponching, we actually joined a video, yung CNN YouTube debate. Gumawa lang kami ng video noong 2000. And then, itong video na to, na nagdala pala sa amin sa Copenhagen, Denmark. We actually represented the Philippines 11 years ago. Hindi lang yun yung napanalunan ko, Kuya Ian. You know it. Doon ko nakilala yung aking wife ngayon, si Tefanee. She was from there.
Yung natotoong prize at trophy.
So, talagang nakakatuwa kasi all things really work together for good. You know?
Amen. Amen. Ang galing ng sinabi mo. By the way, I was gonna lead you to that. Alam nyo, itong si Paul, napaka-humble, pero Paul humble to, no? Named after the apostle. Alam nyo po, international awardee na CNN niya, kasama nung kanyang comrade sa Lasal Writing Days, and they won a video sa YouTube na inawardan ng CNN. See, world-class Filipino po itong guest natin. At ang tinuturo niya sa atin, lalo na sa mga youth na nanonood ngayon, di ba? Let not this pandemic or your limitations, kung mahirap ang pamilya nyo, katunayan, yung limitation mo could serve as your powerful motivation to pursue. Siya, OFW ang father, ang nanay niya po, plain housewife, nagtitinda-tinda rin minsan, active sa church, si mama po, tawag namin sa kanya, mama, na nagpapakain sa amin pag nakatambay kami sa kanila. Alam nyo, siya yung isang perfect example na hindi nagpadala sa limitasyon ng buhay at kahirapan. At katunayan, yung mga experience niya, pareho din kami, naputulan ng kuryente, minsan di alam saan kukunin ang susunod na kakainin, pero see, because of the Lord's plan and our persistency to be proficient with our passion and ultimately anchored on our God's purpose, eto siya ngayon, di ba? So from being an engineer, so Paul, hindi mo na ba na-practice yung iyong pagiging mechanical, tama? Mechanical engineer? Tama, no? Hindi mo na na-practice dito. Bakit ka napunta? Bakit bigla ka nag-US Navy naman, di ba? Paano kang napunta doon?
Well, magandang kwento yan. Nung napunta ako sa Hawaii, 2009 was a recession sa US. At napakahirap din trabaho. I've seen the benefits of joining the service. It can give me actually another scholarship. So sa akin, ayos to magiging scholar ako. Then I can travel the world. So maraming benefits, and more importantly, I can be in a type of people na very diverse. So lahat yun nangyari when I joined the Navy. In fact, yung learnings ko as an engineer, yung mga natutunan kong principles sa mechanical engineering, nagamit ko naman kasi my work in the Navy is also engineering. I work as an oil chemist, isa akong boiler chemist sa first ship ko, and also an auxiliary technician sa mga equipment sa barko. So pretty much, nandun yung principles, nagamit ko siya in the past 11 years. But then, nandun pa rin yung heart ko, Kuya Ian, na I think I can do better than this. You know, I can go into focusing on what really God has called me, what God has wired me and called me. Kasi, as one of you, as you know, isa sa talaga sa mga dream ko maging speaker like you, motivational speaker. Pero in-elevate pa ni Lord yun eh. Nung pagdating namin dito sa Hawaii, coming from Japan for 7 years, lahat ng tatlo sa mga anak ko pinanganak sa Japan, na-realize ko all of these are stepping stones to where God has put into my heart, where God is leading us. And eventually, we're now closing that chapter in our lives bilang sailor, bilang part ng US Navy, and I'm about to become a US veteran. And ito na yung ito yung next chapter na ng buhay ko, to be a pastor or to lead a church.
Ang aga mo namang magiging veterano, Paul, di ba? Pero see, ang pagiging veterano pala wala sa age, but after you've served a certain period of service, so yung imagine naging sailor siya, he's a mechanical on deck, di ba? At habang umiikot yung fleets nila, at naalala ko, years back, pag nakaikot yan, kunwari, napadaan ng Pacific, nag-Asia, nag-Philippines, kukontak yan, Kuya Ian, tara, kain tayo, meet tayo. So, Sobrang proud na proud ako, and I remember him sharing some military secrets, pero amin na lang yun. Kasi ang napaka-exciting yung buhay niya. Tapos naalala ko, when he was at the height, nung nasa Navy career siya, naval career niya, I also advise him na, Paul, take your time kasi God will really bring you to a place where you should be, where you should go. And actually, yung sinabi niya kanina, again, napaka-humble po nitong taong ito. Hindi niya na kailangan mangarap maging motivational speaker. Dito pa lang siya sa Philippines, alam mo, Paul, yung mga tinitrain natin sa Makati schools, tapos yung unang corporate training natin, kasama si PJ Lanot, kasama ka si Lyndon, yung PAMET, di ba? It unfolded, it unlocked a lot of opportunities for AIB training and consulting. And I'm really proud, I'm really blessed na kasama ka namin when we started. So ngayon, siguro let's take this opportunity. Paul, naging mahirap ba, maganda to, no, career, transitioning, tapos parang specifically about career and calling. Paano mong na-discern sa sarili mo, okay, yung Navy ba, 7 years na talaga kontrata mo doon? And then, may consulting ka may business ka, digital consulting, business solution. You're also a tie-up with another brother, partner, si Coach Sean Orania. Global, kilala din siya. Paano ka nag-transition? At paano mo nasabi, leading mo dyan hanggang ngayon, bigla kang nagpastor? Paano yon? Parang ang lalayo nga nun, di ba? Can you share with us, how's the transition?
When you look at it, talaga magkakakulit.
Paul, sorry Paul medyo mahaba-haba yan, bibitinin kita, biglang nag-message si Direct J, gap 1 muna tayo, para may buwelo ka pagbalik. Alright? We're gonna pause for a short commercial. Abangan nyo paano siya nag-transition at anong mga life lessons about career and calling. So, we'll pause for a while. Ano ba yung English ko? Magbabalik po tayo. Stay tuned with the Awesome Day. Welcome back on the Awesome Day. Nagbabalik po inyong host, Kuya Awesome, Malian, Barcelona. Everything is awesome, di ba? Claim ko na po yan because our God is awesome. So ibalik natin sa frame ang ating awesome guest, Direct J, ang nag-iisang pastor, engineer, mentor, coach. Genius ang tawag ko sa taong to Ewan ko ba sana nung kasi edad ko to, hingin ko yung utak niya Ang galing sa engineer, sa math, tapos trainer, speaker, pang galing. So, game, coach. Sir Paul, Pastor Paul, kwento mo, paano ka nag-transition, anong leading, anong discernment ang ginawa mo para ma-inspire natin mga viewers natin?
Well, in terms of transition, I believe in myself nung bata pa ako na gusto ko na talagang pumasok din sa ministry. We've talked to several of our pastors, mentors natin, sina Kuya Emil, sina Pastor Egay, na mga tinawag na rin sa ibang bansa ngayon. I've been talking to them about it, and I said na maybe later on in my life, if God is calling me in the ministry, then I'll be ready for it. Pero there are so many things na nangyari sa akin, especially being in the Navy, nasabi ko na I will just reject the calling. Nasa sarili ko, in myself, if God has called me, kung later on mangyari yon, I will accept it, I will honor it. So, nasa ship pa lang, merong times na wala kaming chaplain sa barko, walang nagli-lead ng church, and then later on, I'm one of those who step up saying, hey, let's have our Sunday service. Then, tuloy-tuloy na, nagagather yung mga Christians kahit walang chaplain. Kasi yung Navy chaplain, usually sila lang yung nagdidirect ng mga services. Pero pag wala, nagdidirect. And another thing is, nung na-realize ko, when I was still in the ship, sabi ko, maybe this is not the life that I want. Kasi I've been stuck, Kuya Ian, sa mga deployment natin. Na-experience ko being only at sea for 60 days. Wala nakikitang, puro sea lang. Puro work lang
Seaman
talaga.
ka rin, ha? Oo, seaman ka talaga. Oo.
Sabi, Kuya Ian, walang ang hirap maganap. Kaya kailangan puro vitamin C ka na lang eh. Pero yung C mo, SEA hindi yung letter C. lang ako eh. Siyempre, to God be the glory na rin. I've seen so many places in Asia because of my work in the US Navy. Pero may time pa rin. Hindi ko nakikitang lumalaki yung mga anak ko. Just like what I've experienced when my dad was, not with us when we were growing kasi seaman din siya. Sabi ko, I think this is not the life that I would want to. May buhay ka nga na nasa dagat ka. This is actually a very humbling also, an honor to serve a foreign, I would say, being a Filipino, a foreign military, pero being part of the Navy now, na nag-adapt sa amin, has given us a lot of opportunities like scholarship and benefits, health benefits for our kids. Pero yun yung isa sa mga tanong ko eh. Ang prayer ko kay Lord, I wanna change career if you're leading us to just be situated in a land. Kasi sabi ko, I wanna enjoy quality time with my wife, my family. I wanna see them, witness them growing up or be with them while growing up. So, isang opportunity dyan na nakita ko is maybe start a business. Tapos, na-track ko, nag-check ako ng mga email na banggit ko dito si Coach John Orania na nabanggit rin natin in our pool of leaders sa youth group. Nakita ko na sa life niya, so he can design his life na he can be an entrepreneur. He can do stuff that he want. So back in 2014, medyo sikat na siya noon eh kasi pumapasok na siya sa Philippine market. Nagko-coach na rin siya, although taga-Canada siya, but he started to build Negosyo University. So finalo ko lang siya until later on nag-enroll ako sa mga courses niya. And sabi ko, I think this is the life that I want, to build. Maybe go to business, particularly online business. At pretty much yun yung story dun sa business side. Sabi ko, if God is gonna call me in the ministry, I need a provision na makakatulong sa amin, if I get out of the military, may finance na magsusupport. And to cut the story short, this is something na linilid talaga ako ni Lord. Nung pagpunta dito sa Florida, we found the church, and then later on the pastor told me he left the church, and then I was the one na-pick na to be the lead pastor of the church. Used to be a Philam Baptist church, but now it's called the Tribe Nation Church. So all things work together for good. Sabi nga ni Steve Jobs rin, you cannot connect the dots forward, but you can only connect the dots backward. Yung mga nangyayari sa atin, maybe I'm a prime example na lahat ng mga skills, events sa buhay natin, even desires, vision, yung ginagawa natin before, we can only connect the dots and move forward kung saan talaga tayo dadalhin ni Lord. So I would say lahat yan, Kuya Ian, maybe hindi talaga siya connect, pero in God's hands, magkaka-connect yan. Siya mismo yung mag-build sa'yo ng puzzle. From what I do before as a writer, as passionate about God, and as also on the business side, how God will, sustain me when I get out of the military. Pag kinoconnect natin lahat, all things are now landing perfectly. Even if we are imperfect people, you know. My family is imperfect. We're also dealing with imperfect people, but God is perfect, who can deal in an imperfect situation.
Amen. Akala ko magpe-prayer na tayo, no? Pero, teka, ang galing nung sinabi mo, ha? Yung pagko-connect ng dots, eh. And I share with you on that premise na lahat na nangyari sa buhay natin, be it bad or good, negative, positive, even the most painful moments will lead to the brightful moments. And circumstances alike will actually lead us to make better choices. I remembered nga, isa sa powerful preacher na hinahangaan natin po, sabi ni Bishop T.D. Jakes, you can only do is to soar. Just keep on soaring, di ba? Sabi ng kanyang best-selling, runaway bestseller book. Because the blessing is in the waiting, the blessing is in the crushing. Ang mahalaga, stay on the path. Wala namang assurance talaga sa future kahit this year. Mawawala na bang pandemic? Ang vaccine is just a temporary. The COVID-19 stays, pero yung pandemic is the human world solution, which is scientific, which is also God-given. So, ang sinasabi mo, Paul, is basta malinaw ka sa calling mo, tapos yung calling mo nung bata ka, I remember David, I remember Joseph, they saw a vision, there's an impression in their hearts, pero hindi automatic. Parang from pasture to palace, pero teka, dumaan muna sila sa sa mga pasakalye, sa mga putik ng buhay, 'di ba? Bago nila naabot ang palasyo. So, same goes with you. Tapos, alam mo, ang dami nakarelate sa iyo doon, ha? Ilang taon hindi mo nakakasama. Parang looking back lang ngayon, you're happy growing with your kids. Pero yung realidad, dumaan ka rin sa period na asawa mo lang ang nag-aalaga. Was there a point na nanganak si Tef, wala ka sa side niya? Tapos, yung mga formative years, oo.
Yun ang blessing naman nung nanganak si Tef. Lahat ng times na yun, nandun naman ako sa tabi nila. Talagang prepare ni Lord. Either yung barko nasa Japan or papalipat ako ng ibang work or lalo ngayon, yung pang-apat namin, si Peter, dito na sa Pensacola. Kaya, isa yung US-born naming anak. So, nakita ko na hindi pinaranas ni Lord na na hindi ko sila makasama siya nung she was in labor. Pero may times talaga, yung talagang may times yung maybe 7 to 8 months, siya lang talaga. You know, napakahirap.
Gabi.
Sabi nga ni Tef, yung anak niya, ako.
Ano daw sabi? Yung anak niya?
4, di ba, ang anak namin. Pero ako daw yung pinakabunso. Pang-5 ako actually.
Grabe, sa pinagdaanan. She must have been she's a top woman, di ba? And it was God's grace, your commitment, love for each other that sustained you, di ba? Okay, we still have some more time, 15 minutes, pero Paul, I'll take this opportunity. Ngayon, you're leading a church and you're just in your late 30s, ka-age mo yung wife ko, si Mr. Lloyd Luna pala, bumate, yung founder natin ng SC Channel, temporary mong student leader, ganyan siya kahusay. He founded this channel. At direct paki-flash nga pala, may bumate na fellow Navy niya from US. Paki-flash mo habang, ayan, from Maria Victoria Razon, Stingcomb. Yeah. Watching from Orlando, Florida, and amazing to watch a fellow US Navy and soon to be veteran katulad ko. At now, pastor na Bravo Zulu pastor, best calling from God. Wow. So, friend mo to, no? Friend mo to.
She's also part of, I think if I'm not mistaken, sa Florida, Pinoy rin kami nagkita. So,
yeah. Oo, galing. Nakita niyo, ang Pinoy talaga world class kahit sa makarating. Now, Paul, let's take this opportunity. Now you're leading a church. Ang bata mo pa. Anong mga struggles? Siyempre, may mga members ka mas ahead sa'yo, matatanda sa'yo, mas matagal lang believer sa'yo. Ano yung struggles mo and ano yung mga leadership principles na ina-apply mo? As a young senior, kakaiba talaga to. Young veteran now, young senior pastor. O Paul, anong mga struggles mo at anong leadership lessons ang ina-apply mo in leading this unique church or ministry?
Oh boy, ang dami, kung babalikan namin in the past 2 years, being part of the church, our church is actually an independent Baptist church, and I love the community. I love the denomination Baptist. Pero sa mga struggles na face ko when I assume as the pastor, isa sa mga, of course, reservations. Kasi sa Baptist community, pag Baptist, they're very reserved. Baptist lang ang mga speakers. Most ganun ang usapan dyan. And you know it, Pastor Ian na rin, ano? Coach Ian, ikaw nag-disciple sa akin, so I consider you as my pastor. You know, ang pinanggalingan natin, ang background natin, Pentecostal, non-denomination. So sabi ko, Lord, paano ko ibabagay yung sarili ko, no? How would you deal it? So I let God, allow us to move and lead. Dumating rin yun sa time, Kuya Ian, they were questioning me. Wala namang degree yan sa divinity. Bakit
Theology, divinity, oo, correct.
Usually, Kuya Ian, when you're in the South Florida, you are in the Bible Belt. Pag sinabing Bible Belt, ito, hardcore talaga ang Bible Baptist, And we really love it. We really respect it. Pero dumating sa point na may nagka-question sa akin na deserve ba niyan? Kumuha kayo ng totoong pastor. Ganun ang mga salita sa amin. Pero Lord, nakita namin, na-realize namin, wala na mga Master of Divinity si Peter, si Paul, yung mga Bible, yung pinakita talaga natin yung heart mo talaga eh. So I would say, yun yung ilan sa mga struggles in terms of leadership principle. And we just the members now, we are gonna rise up. We're gonna build this church. We're gonna start again from scratch. And last year nakita naman natin nagkaroon ng COVID, nagkaroon ng pandemic.
Oh, yeah. Kamusta ang church nyo ngayon? How are you conducting services, mga counseling at mga discipleship dahil pandemic?
Nung May, nagkaroon kami nag-focus kami sa online services. Kasi nakita namin, according to Berna report, 1 out of 5 churches are actually closing every day because of COVID-19. Wow. Number one factor na nakita nila kasi walang online service, yung giving hindi online. So yun yung mga ginawa namin. Alam mo naman, with our background in technology, sabi natin, let's install software. So nag-online giving kami, ginagawa namin. We're even using this type of software, in terms of producing or running our service. So yung mga tao, they work online and tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung service. Pero later on, nung medyo humupa na yung COVID dito lalo ngayon naging available na nga yung vaccine, people are now more comfortable to go to a church. Pero ano din yan, Kuya Ian when you're a pastor, you also make sure na kasama dyan yung branding When you present your church, dalawa yan We call it plan your experience when you attend a church. Either you attend online or you attend face-to-face with us. So, yung mga natutunan principles that I learned from you, specifically, branding, importante yan sa church. Kasi you're not just learning the principles of marketing, but you're also learning it, putting it in a ministry context. So,
apply it, di ba?
Ilan sa mga leadership principles na natututunan ko ngayon is actually personal leadership. Pinaka-importante, Kuya Ian. Kung meron akong principle na natutunan kay Coach Ian, yun yung principle leadership. Isa sa mga tinuro rin ni John Maxwell, di ba? Yung highest form of leadership actually is your personal leadership. Kasi pwede kang maging leader, may position ka lang. Sa Navy, ang leader, lieutenant sila, captain sila, pero doon lang sila nakikilala dahil sa position nila. Hindi nawawala yung application ng personal leadership because they fail to provide value to people. Kaya personal leadership, you provide value to people, no? Imbis na isipin mo yung sarili mo, isipin mo muna yung concern ng iba, isipin mo kung ano yung needs ng iba. Kaya diyan papasok ang counseling, ang coaching sa yung mga dinidisciple,
Ilan na ang members mo so far? And of course, may mga Asians and Filipinos ka ring members, no?
Yes. From being a Phil-Am church, we're now Tribe Nation Church. We're serving every tribe, every nation, discipling, evangelizing. Right now, average, nasa mga 50 members.
Wow! And regular yan. And you're a senior pastor. And not to mention, Pastor Paula, iba pa yung actual leading and discipling din. Papaano pa yung preparation when you're teaching, preparing for your sermons, for your discipleship. And by the way, i-announce natin dito, may promise ako sa iyo. So kung hindi pa ako makakapunta dyan sa USA ngayon, iset mo na ng online sa iyong mga leaders. We can do an online training with them, lalo na sa church leader. So, di ba, not to mention, kaya akala din nga ng iba, yung mga pastors ngayon, pero naging frontliners silang pastors. So dahil ang dami naging anxious, naging suicidal, pero ang dami rin pastor ngayon nagkakasakit kasi sila yung sumalo, yung dumagan yung bigat, yung burden of taking care of people emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So ikaw, buti naka-cope up ka sa ganon, no? Papaano, tapos you're taking care of your family. How are you coping with it? How are you doing it?
By the grace of God, malaking bagay talaga yung biyaya ng Panginoon sa atin. I would say I can do it, of course. Apart from Him, we can do nothing. Second, very supportive yung wife ko. Big shout out to my beautiful wife. Kasi every pastor has a pastor's wife. Si Tef, nung tinanong ko siya, when we were still dating, sabi ko, if God's gonna call me to be a pastor, are you ready to respond? Sabi niya sa akin, yes, I am ready. Do I have a choice? Yun ang sagot niya. So, very open siya. Kasi nakakilala siya nga kay Christ sa Copenhagen. So, I would say na doon pa lang, importante talaga yung family background mo. So, I would say, if there's one critic that my best friend mo, the love of my life, sumisip-sip kasi birthday niya sa January 15 eh.
Yeah, advance.
So, I would say, importante yung mo talaga, yung relationship mo. Lalo, yung family, Kasi kung hindi maayos yung family mo at hindi maayos yung pagpapalaki mo sa mga bata, I think mahirap rin mag-lead ng church kasi you have to set as an example first sa family mo. Second, family is our first ministry. Tatandaan natin lagi yan. Lalo sa mga pastor's wife. Kasi ang expectation sa pastor's wife, akala nila kailangan may ministry, nag-lead ng Bible study. No. Ang ministry nila ay ang kanilang asawa. So yun yung number one na tinuturo dapat sa mga pastor's wife. Even pastor's kids, na wag sila ma-pressure. Family muna talaga.
Unless they're also called to teach and preach like sa ating ang GIL, Jesus Lord Church, na nag-train sa ating dalawa at sa marami pa. May mga pastors tandem dyan, no? And napag-usapan natin ng konti yung health. Kasi nakakalungkot man, Paul, may mga pastors tayo na nakakasakit at pumano lately. Pero they've served God faithfully in the flock. So, you as a pastor is shepherding them, tapos kailangan patuloy ka manatiling good role model sa iyong mga anak. At syempre, ang galing ng sinabi mo, no? Ang number one ministry na kabiyak mo, be it a church, be it a business, is yung support. Yung moral support, lahat ng kayang ibigay. And that's why God has designed wives for, di ba? Okay, happy birthday, Tepa. Advance shout out and birthday. Okay, now, Paul, Pastor Paul, stay ka lang dyan. We will still have our final cap, our final segment. So, magbabalik po tayo. This is the Awesome Day, still with the awesome Pastor Paul Garilao from Florida, USA. Babalik po tayo. Okay, we're back on the final segment. Ito, mga 5 minutes silang direct. Pakibalik na ating awesome engineer, Navy, now, Pastor Paul. Pero tama, announcement po muna pala. Ito po ang aming mga shows. You can check our Facebook, the new channel, TNC. We have variety of offerings para po sa inyong lahat. From entertainment to motivation to HR to health, business, retail, pati law, nako, pati puppet, pati realty, marketing, branding, coaching, and now yung mental health din po with our new, we have talk shows for women, for couples, nako po, ang TNC po, kompletos regados po kami. So please check our FB, the new channel, and also our previous episodes, and you can choose from this variety of awesome shows. Alright, salamat Direk. Balik po natin ang ating awesome na Pastor Paul. We still have 5 more minutes. Pastor Paul, ayan, ang galing, no? So, alam mo, naalala ko, gines mo ako sa show mo last year. Sabi ko, ngayon naman kita i-guess. At gusto ko, ang opening salvo ko for the new year is mga bigatin, mga big time, pero still, mga humbly great. Okay, we still have some few more minutes left. Paul, anong mensahe mo, a message of hope and inspiration, encouragement, lalo na sa mga Filipinos ngayon na nandito, na nag-struggle, sa mga kabataan din, sa mga young professionals, and of course, most importantly, sa mga Kristiyano na shake din yung faith nila. Can you please give your final message?
Well, ang isa sa mga masasabi ko, yun nga na tinatawag na recharge, refresh. May idadagdag tayong i-reveal. May idadagdag tayong isang R dyan. Ang number 4 R natin ay resiliency. No matter how many times na nag-fall ka, no matter how many times na nadapa ka, nasugatan ka, there's so many trials that's gonna happen to your life. But you must remember that there is always an opportunity to rise up and build yourself. Refresh. Kasi talagang part talaga ng buhay yan na magkakaroon talaga tayo ng trials. Even the Bible says, you will face trials of many kinds. But consider it a pure joy, my brothers, when you face trials of many kinds. Kahit ano pa yung mga trials, mga pagsubok, mga sakuna, even a pandemic, big as COVID-19, you have to remember you can always move forward. You can always, be productive, be innovative in times of crisis. Nung ginawa namin yung video 7 years ago, there was also a crisis, malaking issue yung climate change, nagkaroon ng ondoy, nagkaroon ng piping na bagyo. Sabi namin, there should be a way for us to voice out our opinion. We just made that video. Later on, it went into the international, we voiced out our message into the international arena sa Climate Change Council sa Denmark. At ngayon, may crisis na nangyayari, ang daming opportunities, na nagra-rise up. If you look at Zoom, isang software conference na ginagamit din natin ngayon, churches, organizations, businesses, they're using this. But last year, their profit increased. And also, Elon Musk is now considered the richest man in the world, ahead na siya ng, I think, $7 to $8 billion kay Jeff Bezos, the founder ng Amazon. How did he rise up? It's because during the pandemic, he maximized it, with his Tesla, with SpaceX, everything. Nagamit niya yung opportunities to serve people. So, ito yung mga bagay na kailangan natin tandaan na when there is crisis, number 1, ang opportunity dyan, sa Chinese kasi, ang crisis, it's also an opportunity. Hindi lang siya problem. And also, when there is crisis, Christ is there. Yun ang ating tatandaan, Coach Ian.
Alright, grabe closing yun, no? Tama. Buti din po nga may 3 hours. Ngayon, ang take-home nila, resiliency. Yan na yung kung ang equivalent siya last year was thriving. Ngayon, not just be persistent, but be resilient. Ibig sabihin, anuman ang dumating pagsubok sa atin, alam nyo, it is not the end until it is not done until it is really done. So, resiliency, ibig sabihin, laban, tuloy lang, ginagawa, and God will provide the needed provisions that you need. So with that, thank you very much. Palakpakan po natin si Coach, Pastor, Engineer, Writer, Correspondent, Influencer, Speaker, Digital, Serial Entrepreneur pa. Lahat na, ikaw na, nasa iyo ng lahat. Maraming salamat. Sa pleasure to have you here on the show. And before we finally end, direct pakilabas yung verse natin, ihabol natin. Our take-home verse for the day. Ang sabi po ng Proverbs 11:2, when pride comes disgrace. But with humility comes wisdom. Tignan nyo si humble Paul. Diba? Because of his background, humble beginnings, dun siya nag-grow, dun siya natuto. Diba? walang pride, walang keme, walang arte. Naku, totoo po. Masaya na kami no, kumakain kami ng tinapay sa mga youth camp, natutulog kami sa sahig, sa labas, sa monoblock, sa karton. See, humble beginnings like a Job can mean a great end for you. And look, Pastor Paul now has grown successfully, and see, the Lord has promoted, uplifted him to be a senior pastor, a young senior pastor, and soon to be a veteran Navy. And now he leads with wisdom. Kaya nga po, ang kalaban ng pride, wisdom. Yung hindi makamove on last year, move on na, surrender po. Then from the lessons of the past and the failures and the pains and the mistakes and this pandemic na hindi natin alam, there will come forth new wisdom. And with wisdom, there will be more success. So, this has been an awesome day. Let's not just call it a day, but an awesome day. And remember, for you to live life to the fullest, surrender everything back to God, live to your highest and fullest potential, and there is always an opportunity amidst calamity. So thank you very much. God bless you all. See you next week. You can watch the replays of this episode and all the programs of PNC. You can follow Paul Garilao for his on his Facebook at sa kanyang mga endeavors. So God bless you all. And this is the awesome day. I'm Kuya Al Ian Barcelona saying, live life to the fullest. Bye-bye.